When it comes to the vibration plate, weight loss is probably one of the last things that comes to mind. But I've got good news for you. It can, in fact, be used for weight loss. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how. But before I get down to all those cool details, make sure to like and share this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet. Allow me to explain the weight loss process with the plate specifically, just so you get a better idea of how this process works. Whole body vibration stimulates a whopping 95% of muscle fibers. This far exceeds that of regular workouts. In doing so, your body experiences a higher caloric expenditure, boosted metabolism, and as an added bonus, better lymphatic drainage. That in turn leads to better immunity. You are then teed up for a wonderful experience that can melt more fat and lead to overall better health in one fell swoop. Now, let's do a little comparison on a vibration plate and said traditional workouts. Let's use lunges for an example. Doing a 5-minute lunge workout on a vibration plate burns 20% more calories than doing lunges from the ground. Now think about an entire workout where you're hitting all of your major muscle groups in your body for 20 minutes. Not only can you do lunges, but you can do push-ups, you can do dips, you can do squats, you can do step-ups, you can do glute bridges, and you can even do crunches. If you were to do these exercises on a vibration plate, you would get a lot more work done, you'd probably get it done faster, and you would be able to burn a lot more calories than if you did a conventional workout on the ground. And here's where it gets even more fun and more interesting. Simply standing on the plate like this, balancing for up to 20 minutes, burns a whopping 38.5% more calories than doing the same thing standing on the ground. Now, of course, you don't want to just stand here for 20 minutes in a row, but you can accumulate your time throughout the day and reach your 20 minutes. All those little short bursts of exercise add up over time. Now let's go over some guidelines and an actual workout you can do to optimize your experience on the plate. First of all, you always want to execute proper form on the plate. I've now turned it this way so you get a better view of what I'm talking about. First things first, you want to stay soft in your knees and elbows. So when your feet are on the plate, you don't want to stand lock-kneed like this. It's going to cause a lot of vibration. It's going to come right up through your head. And it's going to chatter your teeth. And it's going to put too much strain on your knees and your joints. You don't want that to happen. So slight bend in the knees at all times. Now when you're in a push-up position or plank position, you want to have a slight bend in your elbows. And it doesn't have to be a major bend like this, but just a slight bend. Another thing is you want to keep your shoulders back and relaxed. You don't want to be rounded or hunched like this ever. And you also want to make sure to keep your core braced. That simply means keeping your abs tight so your body can have good form and technique and posture when you're doing your exercises. You also want to make sure to stay well hydrated before, during, and after your workouts. Make sure to wear comfortable clothing like I'm doing here, loose fitting clothing, anything that's flexible. And on your machine, you want to set your hertz to 20 to 30. The G10 model, which I'll be using, goes up to 25, and that's the perfect sweet spot. Another thing I like to mention is footwear. As you can see, I have socks on right now. And oftentimes I use the plate barefoot, and I like to run barefoot, and I like to work out barefoot any chance I get. And I'm not telling you that you need to do that as well, but I am telling you this. Make sure you have comfortable shoes on, and ideally I would suggest flat-soled shoes that have a 0 heel drop. Here's an example right here. This has about a 2mm sole that is the same thickness from this side all the way down to the toes here. It has a wide toe box right here, and it's very flexible. If you have a shoe that has a very thick sole on it, it's going to be like a trampoline under your foot. And even though you leverage your weight toward the front of your foot, you still have that big thick sole on the back. So it can be a little bit off balance for you. But if you have a nice, even, hard rubber sole all the way across, it's going to be a lot easier to balance. I just want to throw that out there. Okay, we good? Good. Let's get down to the actual workout. This is a full body workout that I recommend doing 3 to 5 days a week for 20 minutes. The first thing you're going to do is a warm-up. And in this case, you want to set your plate to 8 to 12 hertz as opposed to 20 to 30, and it will be the only time that you're going to set the hertz to that low. And the warm-up is simple. We're just going to stand on the plate, feet about shoulder width apart, soft in the knees, and you're going to turn it on, and you're going to hold for 1 to 3 minutes. Remember your cues. Stay soft in the knees, good postural alignment, don't round your shoulders, and brace your core. Once you've completed that, you're ready to move on to the regular drills. They're going to consist of 4 specific drills. Dynamic squats, which you will do for 60 seconds in a row, then take a 30-second rest. Plank holds, which you will do for 30 seconds, and then take a 30-second rest. Alternating lunges, which you will do for 60 seconds, and then take a 30-second rest. And then push-ups, which you will do for 30 seconds, and then take a 30-second rest. You will then repeat that series until you reach 20 minutes, which will actually be 4 rounds for ease of use. And then your workout is complete. Then when it's all said and done, you can feel free to do some nice stretches for your calves and the rest of the major muscle groups that you worked, and make sure to rehydrate your body. Now, I'm going to show you how to do each drill properly, and I'm going to start with dynamic squats. And just for the record, dynamic means in motion. I'm going to set my plate to 60 seconds, and I'm just gonna run through a few reps. I'm standing with my feet shoulder width apart, countdown is on, and here we go. I'm gonna turn this up to 25. Oh yeah, there it goes. Now we're cooking. So my weight is on the front part of my feet right now. Okay, here we go. Lower yourself down, slow and controlled. Come right back up. Big inhale down. Exhale on the way up. Inhale. Exhale. Oh yeah, feel those vibrations. So you want to keep your heels just slightly elevated. You don't even really have to lift them in the air. Just push your feet forward just slightly. Push your weight into the balls of your feet when you're doing your squats. Big inhale down. See how my back is nice and straight? Exhale up. I'm not rounding like this. You don't want to round. You want to stay upright. And might I also mention, when you're doing these exercises from a standing position, you really get a high amount of balance training happening. Because of all the vibrations, they transfer across and they help your balance system too. I'm becoming out of breath already. How many have I done? 6, 7? Okay, I'm gonna do one more. Big inhale, exhale. Okay, that was squats. Wow, my heart rate's up right now. I'm not even kidding. Next thing we're gonna do are planks. So what we're gonna wanna do is put our hands about shoulder width apart like this, right on our body, and come into this position here. And I'm gonna hit it for 30 seconds. And the countdown is on. My hands are on my shoulders. We're gonna come up like this, form a straight line from the back of your head to your heels, and we're just gonna hold. Slight bend in the elbows. Remember that, just a very slight bend. And you're just gonna sit here and breathe. Keep your abs nice and tight. Don't let your hips sag like this, and you don't wanna come up really high like this. Although there's nothing wrong with that necessarily, you just wanna try to maintain a good plank position here so you're getting the vibrations in the right place, and you really wanna keep your abs nice and tight. Boy, I'm really feeling this in my abs, and it feels wonderful. We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Oh yeah, that felt amazing. So when you're done with that, you rest for 30 seconds, and then we'll move on to the next drill, which is alternating lunges. Okay, my timer's on. I'm just gonna demonstrate once this starts moving. These we're gonna do for 60 seconds as well. So here we go. We're gonna step onto the plate with our foot, press your weight into the balls of your feet, lower your back leg like this, step back up with this foot. Lower down, come back up. And we're gonna go back and forth. Now, what you don't wanna do is let your knee come really far forward like this. That puts way too much strain on your knee joint. So just think of dropping your back leg downward once you step on the plate. So you wanna create firm grip with your foot into the plate, and then slowly lower the back knee down. And you wanna feel all the vibrations coming up right here. And I can really feel my calves kicking in too. It feels good. And we're gonna step this one. Okay, let's do a couple more. This one. And notice my posture is nice and upright. I'm not rounding, I'm not hunching, I'm not doing anything stupid. I'm nice and upright, I'm looking straight ahead. Fix your gaze straight ahead or up at a slight angle when you're doing these drills, okay? Back and forth, slow and controlled. I might as well just let it run out. It's got like 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was lunges. So you'll do that exercise and then you're gonna rest for 30 seconds. Okay, now we're on to push-ups. I already have my timer going. We're gonna do these for 30 seconds. We'll assume our plank position. Exactly like we did the plank. Now we're gonna take a big inhale, lower yourself down, exhale up. Big inhale, exhale. When you're doing push-ups, keep your elbows inward by your rib cage. That's a classical style push-up that keeps your shoulders nice and safe. Down nice and slow, exhale up. Keep your elbows in. Once your upper arms are about parallel to the floor, or your elbows form a 90-degree bend, that's when your push-up is good. Then you can come back up. And I also want to mention, okay, I'm out of time. 30-second rest after that. Then you're gonna go back to the top, repeat the whole thing 4 times, remember. But with the push-ups, when you're coming down and up, you want to keep your body nice and tight. Remember, brace your core, okay? Straight line from the back of your head to your heels. You don't want your hips to sag. You don't want your butt to be way up in the air. If you have to do a modification, you can come to your knees and do your push-ups like this, okay? That is your down-regulated version of a full push-up. So come to your knees if need be, otherwise use your hands. There it was. There's the whole workout right there, and there's how you do each exercise. Okay, before I leave, I just want to give you a few quick extra tips involved with weight loss. If you do 3 to 5 dedicated vibration plate workouts like I just demonstrated a week, yet you decide to disregard your diet you will be disappointed with your results, I promise you. I highly recommend you follow a clean, balanced diet that is organic and close to Mother Nature as possible. Plus, I am well known for my fasting background. Again, although this is not required, I highly suggest you work out in a fasted state, preferably first thing in the morning. If you do have to work out later in the day, fast for at least 4 hours before you board the plate, if possible. And also, make sure to be consistent. Doing one workout a week just isn't going to get it done. You really need to be on that plate regularly to see results, especially when it comes to weight loss. A good way to do this is by setting up your workouts in your smartphone calendar and treating them just like you would any other important meeting or appointment. Make sure to honor them at all times. Lastly, keep a workout journal. This is a great way to stay motivated and make any necessary adjustments. Okay, that is a wrap. Make sure to like and share this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet. Also, make sure to drop us a comment below and let us know if you have any questions or concerns, and if you want to know any more information about our vibration plates. Until next time, this is Kevin David Rail reporting live. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.